Hey, sponsoring boot camp ladies, give me a smiley face, give me a hello. Let's get this party started. So I may have to cut it a little short. I'll explain why in a minute. But again, this will be left up on our group so you can come back and check it out. Who is on this morning? I see one eyeball. 2 eyeballs. Isn't that funny? Oh, so our, I see a phone. This is really going to be a lot of discussion today. Hello, Melissa. I thought I was going to have to cancel on you guys till later. My dog is acting super weird this morning. She won't open her right eye, therefore for some reason her left eye is going shut and she looks like she's doped up. So now I'm afraid she got into something. So let's get through this training and then we may head to the doctor ER. Because she was laying under the bed, and I was like, Millie, come here. And she wouldn't move, and I'm like, oh, no. I can't do this morning. So prayers for Miss Millie. Hopefully she's okay. My mom will yell at me if I have to jump off and take her. The ER doctor's just by airport, so it's like 5 minutes away. So we just jet in the car and jet over there. But hopefully she's okay in her eye. She just has something in her eye. We're such dog people. All right, we are 2 minutes in because it's a Monday, because it's noontime. I'm going to jump right in. We are on day 4. Can we review real fast our days? Day 1. What was day 1, ladies? Day 1 was your why. Why we need to be sponsoring. And creating your why. Day 2 was your dream team list and your big list overall of people to contact. We kind of talked about general big team of big number of people to contact, and then your dream team as being those people out of that you would love to have on your team. They're the connectors, the influencers, people like that you would love, be honored to have them on your team. And then day 3, which was yesterday, we started on our pink packets. Now, I don't expect you to have your pink packets done. This is a 10-day boot camp. We're moving fast through this. Your homework was to tell me what you still needed to get, how many packets was your goal, and when was your goal to have them out by. One thing that I did notice, and I'm not saying that these all have to be out in September. When you do your pink packets, you want to do up a gob of them so it's easy access. So when when you're going through that list of 100 to 125 people, you have packets ready to go out the door, okay? So you'll probably want to at least start with 20 to 35 pink packets. That doesn't mean you're getting them right out, like I said. And we're going to kind of walk through discussion here today. This won't be as long because it's more of a discussion. We're going to talk about, what are you doing, baby?
He's fine.
Okay. We're going to talk about how to present this to people. And I've kind of talked about it throughout the last few lives that we've had. But let me get my notes here. So I wrote down notes and I wrote down some examples for you. So I think, more than anything, it's that no that people get afraid of, which you shouldn't be afraid of. But it is. All of us. We're afraid. So what we're going to look at is our pink packets are a way of offering up something. You wouldn't just message, or you've probably gotten one of these messages. I know I have. I get it a lot in the fitness realm that I'll get a message, hey Shalene, have you heard of the new Hilo that will do this and this and this for you? I think you would be perfect for it. Do you want to purchase one? And I'm like, no, not really. We aren't going to do that. We're not going to push people. We are going to invite or ask them for a review. Again, we go back to the waitress idea. We've talked about that each day. A waitress offers you up dessert. You say no. She doesn't go to the back room and cry. She doesn't know why you said no. Maybe you're on a diet. Maybe you're full. Maybe you're going out for dessert with a friend later. So again, you're offering it up. Now we're offering the platter. What are they going to choose? You have your samples ready. You have your why story in there, your opportunity. The Posh paper does a lot for you. You're offering up that platter, and she's going to decide with your follow-up if she wants to take part in purchasing, maybe hosting, or possibly joining your team. So we're laying the groundwork there. Now, when we do these, you're going to want your pink packets done. So homework today is going to be developing the words you're going to say, and I'm going to help you with that. We're going to share with each other, and we're going to help, develop the wording that we're going to use. You're going to develop your wording, and you're going to pick the first 20 to 25 people off of your list that you will be messaging. Now, the whole thing is you're not going to message them today. Today is the work of designing the words you're going to say and figuring out which people are the people that you're going to contact first. This gives you time to finish getting those pink packets put together. I don't want you messaging your people until your pink packets are ready to go out. If you message somebody and you're telling them or asking them to review something for you, you need to be able to get it out to them in at least 48 hours at the most. So that means, just like my pink packets, if I'm going to focus on 25 people to message, which if you message 25, you may get 10 that respond, okay? So if you pick 25, know that probably only 10 of those will respond to you, but you want to have the pink packets ready to go out the door right after you message them. Otherwise, it doesn't flow right, okay? So one of the things we're going to talk about when you're asking or messaging somebody is you want to use an authentic in your own voice. How I would ask someone in my own voice, in my own wording, in my own head is different than how Melissa or Dee or Aaron would ask. We all have our little ways of bringing up conversation and talking to people. So it needs to be authentic. It needs to be the words that come out of your head. That's why me copying and pasting verbiage doesn't make sense. That's why this is a discussion. This is why this is sharing and talking about it. How you talk and what you say is going to be what you put into that verbiage. Now, when someone asks you, tell me a little bit about Posh, what do you say? Okay, that would be one way to start, is you could even set a video up and talk to the video about what Posh is for you. Maybe Posh is that it helps you buy groceries for your family. Maybe Posh is just time for you. If someone asks you what Posh is to you, you should be able to tell them your favorite products. Tell them what it does for you as a person or you and your family. So those would be, if you're not sure where to start, those are good things to keep it authentic and keep it flowing very naturally. Now, if you've got to make something up, this is not going to be comfortable. You have to be able to talk and be authentic and invite and ask for a review. You're not telling them, you're not pressuring them, you're inviting and you're asking. So, you can do that and listen to your recording. Always, you know, when you're talking to somebody, say there's no obligation to this. I would love to see what you think about the products, but there's no obligation. But part of your homework is figuring out how you're going to word it in your own voice, being very personal to them. And I'll give you a little bit of an example. Okay, so let's use D. D, you're our example. Hey, D, I hope you're doing well. I'm so glad that the kids are back in school. Yay, so exciting. I'm making up some samples and thought of you. Would you mind reviewing some of our brand new fall and winter products? One of my favorite is our Posh Boss. It's my absolute favorite hand cream out of our full fall line, and I really think you would enjoy it. Would you mind taking a few minutes to just give me a fast review on your fall winter products? Okay. Just a second, guys.
Tell them that, you know, this would be one they'd really want.
Oh, my mom was talking to me. So that's all right. So when I'm saying that is, number one, I'm saying her name. I'm saying Dee's name. So when you're thinking about this, what you're going to make up, what you're going to say, being authentic, using your voice, using the words that would come out of your head, you're going to say, Cindy just said hi, Mom.
Hi, Cindy.
She said hi. When you're doing this, you're going to say their name first, okay? You want to make sure you reference their name, and then you're going to make it personal. You're going to tell them what you love, and you're going to tell them, ask them if they would give you a review. It's super easy. Nothing's pressured. It comes very, very simple. One of the things that I was going to talk about a little bit was, if this doesn't feel super comfortable because maybe you have somebody that you're messaging that you haven't talked to in a long time. Things like that don't always feel comfortable. So maybe cruise through their Facebook, see what they've been doing lately. Maybe they've popped up in your news feed. You've seen a family vacation they've went on. Their little girl started kindergarten, and now you know she doesn't have any kids at home. And these are all conversation starters where you would say, Melissa, I saw that your youngest just went back to school. Just started school. How are you dealing with being at home? Are you staying busy? I know I'm staying busy. I've been thinking about you and how hard it sometimes is when your kid goes to kindergarten. And I'd love to send you a few of my Perfectly Posh products just for you to take some time out for yourself and pamper yourself. Guys, it's conversation. It's happy mail. You're just sending it out to her. Don't overthink it. Create stalking potentials. No, stalking reviewers. I don't stalk. It's finding a way. You decide how you're going to do it. It's finding a way to create conversation without feeling pushy and being authentic with what you're sharing with them. Again, we're giving them the platter. They take what works for them. There's no judging. You won't hear back from someone. Typically, the three reasons I usually get during follow-up of why they don't want a sample pack would be, number one, they never, like I sent a sample pack and they never used it. That's usually one when I'm following up. They never use it. Which that's why follow-up's important. Number two, they don't have the finances to purchase anything right away. And number three, they're not looking for any new products. So hopefully those are three things you can nip in the butt by follow-up, good follow-up, and prefacing it when you're going to send the packets out. I would love if I could follow up with you. Would you mind if I messaged you in a while or in a few days after you get your package to see what you thought? Ask permission, you guys. If you ask permission, the follow-up won't feel so uncomfortable. If you just willy-nilly are messaging them, you're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. But if you've been authentic and you've created a conversation with her, you've asked permission to follow up, this should go very, very smoothly and you shouldn't feel as much anxiety. And I'm going to get to questions, I promise. So we're really working at mastering wording and figuring out which people we're going to start in contact with. We're going to set a goal for 25 people to contact when our packets are ready to go. So you're going to pick those 25 people you're going to contact, because we know that at least probably 10 of those 25 out of averages will respond back. And we're going to be sharing our wording and focus on, number one, start with their name. Start with something personal. And then share something that you love from the fall winter catalog that you would be excited for them to try. Lots of people will have little things that pop up in the conversation when you start talking that will lead into other things, especially like follow up. When we get to follow up and she talks about not having enough finances to purchase something. Maybe then we lead into hosting for her or doing a Facebook party. But these are all opportunities to present a platter and let them pick what works for them. And then you go off of their cues and their information and you grow with that. It becomes a very fluid conversation, and it shouldn't be pressured because you are having a conversation with them. Let me see. There's some questions. Okay, so Cindy said, people who were on the fence and don't have Facebook, I asked them if I could send them a weekly email about Posh, promising I would only email them once a week. Got lots of teases and got all their contact information. Perfect way to do that. The only thing I would suggest, Cindy, as you're going into doing your pink packets, your sample packets and getting them out, is make it really personal where you're calling them, texting them, doing a personal Facebook message, and doing more of a one-on-one, because then you're going to get some better feedback that way. Taylor says, so how do you ask them to review once they've been sent? Okay, good one. So when I am, depending on the person, if I am sending out a sample pack, I should have left one here. If I'm sending out a sample pack and I contact the person and I, have a personal conversation with it, they say, yay, I'm going to, and we'll get into follow-up later, but they say, I would love to check out your products or sample them or review them for you. I'll say, awesome. I'm going to put you on my list to follow up in 2 weeks or in 2 days after I send it out. And you can let me know if you have any questions regarding your samples. And then I will follow up with her in 2 days. After I send the sample pack, you can keep track with your tracking number. Okay, so I'll follow up with her. And then in 2 weeks, because she probably didn't get any of the products on her on 2 days, in 2 weeks, I will go in and ask her, what are you thinking of the hand cream? Did you have a favorite product that you loved from the samples I sent? Be very authentic with your follow-up. But for reviews, I also, when I send their sample pack out, I try to get them connected to my VIP page. So we know we're not always perfect consultants. We don't always do perfect follow-up. I mean, I try super hard, but I'm not perfect. I miss people. But if you can, for every person you get a sample pack out to, you invite them to be a part of your very important Poshers group, they are going to be connected to you in your information that you're providing on your VIP page, your specials. At least they're getting the feedback from other people at the same time, and it's keeping them connected. And it's a great way for you to go back into your VIP group and kind of go through the members of your VIP group, and maybe you'll be like, oh my gosh, I never followed up with her. So if I've asked them to review once, a lot of times it's if they've reviewed products for me before, if that's what you're saying, Taylor, I'll do it from catalog to catalog because they've done it in spring, summer, and now I want them to do it in fall, winter because we have a whole new catalog line. Or maybe we have a holiday special coming out, or we have a special product for the cold season. You can create anything. They have kiddos. Maybe you want to do a few reviews on, see if they will try the lip balm on their kids, if they'll try the fresh creamy milk on their kids, if they will, I mean, it's just endless. You just got to think outside the box of, it doesn't have to be a review on them. It can be a review or just her taking some time out for herself, and you're sending her Happy Mail. And then you're following up to say, did you have a chance to try your Happy Mail? I hope you took some time out because you deserve it. Doesn't just have to be a review. It can be simply sending something and following up with her because you sent it to make sure she took some time out for herself. D, so have I been doing this wrong? Each season changeover, I guess I have basically been sending out pink packets. I send all my customers the new catalog with samples, etc. in it. Should I be just sending the catalog then and having the pink packet for potential sponsors? I don't believe so, Dee. The thing is, how's your follow-up with those ladies? I mean, if they're your customers and you're sending them a catalog, you need to have a way to, an action to be able to follow up with them. So let's say you send them the new fall winter line, and then you message them and say, hey, Jackie, did you get the new fall winter stuff? What was your favorite product out of it? And they'll tell you and say, oh, you're so lucky. I have a sale on my BFF. If you're needing one, I have a sale for $2 off, and I can order that for you. So you're not just sending them things that'll sit on their counter. You're following up with them, and you're creating an order or something. I mean, you've sent $2 to $3 to them. You would hope that you can get a review, you can get a purchase, you can get a hosted event or a new sponsor. And again, the pink packets, I do them up that way specifically because it's the platter. I'm going to tell you that again. It's the platter, and they're going to choose what they want to do with it. If they want to buy, host, join, share with someone else, pass your name along. That's why the pink packets are designed the way they are with the things in it that we've talked about. You'll have your samples, the favorite items or the top sellers. You have the catalog. You have your why in there and the kit. I mean, if anything else, you could do examples of Posh get-togethers that you love to do. Let's see. Hi, Miss Tasha. She said, Tasha's a good one. Tasha said, be sure to listen for the things she is telling you during your conversation. Listen for her cues. Let her direct the conversation to make it authentic. And that is so true. Leah Dalton talked a lot about throwing balls. Don't just get on the phone with them, the instant messenger, and start throwing balls at them saying, oh my gosh, did you check out Posh? It's amazing. Everything's under $25. They are going to just go, whew, no thank you. Have a conversation, be authentic, move it through the conversation with them, like Tasha said, using their cues as you go. Jackie, espresso yourself with the spooky Posh. Open the door for the PSL lovers. I have hit, yes, for sure. So yeah, theming it, One of the things that we've done before, as I'll give you an example as you're talking about spooky, but we had cold on hold. Cold on hold used to come in steamer tabs and a stick. Okay, so then what I do is those were seasonal products that were only here from a certain time to a certain time. So when Cold on Hold was released, I would cut up half steamer tabs, pieces of the stick, I'd package them up, and I would get them out to people for the cold and flu season. And it's just another contact to get product on them, to follow up, to see what they thought of it, to pamper someone that has been under the weather. And really, you guys, your pink packet is just a complete set of information that goes with that sample. Judith, the pink packet doesn't include any information about hosting, or do you sometimes include that? A lot of times my hosting information will come with the follow-up conversation. You could put something in there regarding like parties that you offer, if that's something you want to do, but typically that's what comes with the conversation and the follow-up afterwards, because they'll love so many products that you'll say, well, why don't you just host it and we'll try to get you some of those products for free? Or I financially can't afford it right now. Well, would you be willing to do a Facebook party, an in-home spa retreat? And we could get a few girls together, we could pamper, have fun, and get you some free Posh stuff. You guys, if they have a need, fill the need. You can do that, whether it's product-based, opportunity-based, hosting-based. You can fill a need of what they need with the products, the information, and the opportunity that you have to offer. Let's see, what other questions? Taylor, thanks. Do you feel like your link in a business card is enough to do? You think a postcard saying, hey, like my Facebook page or VIP? I actually, Taylor, have, besides labeling everything that's in the pink packet and everything on my label, I do with a sample pack, before I send it out, I make an effort. If they're not already on my VIP page, it is almost a must to get them on my VIP page, because I don't want them on my VIP page, one, if they haven't tried Posh. And if they're going to try Posh for me, I want them on my VIP page so I can keep good contact and be in front of them in a closed environment without it feeling like they're catching it a million times on my social feed. They're in this. They can leave, they could totally leave, but I will get them in my VIP page and then send their sample pack out to them. And then it's a great way with spammers. I've gotten a lot of blog requests through my blog for free samples, and me simply replying and saying, hi, Jackie, I got your sample request. I'm super excited to share Posh with you, and I'm working this week getting all my pink packets and samples out. Are you on Facebook? I would love to get you connected to my VIP page so that I can follow up with how you love the new Posh samples. And then in there in parentheses, I'll put very important Poshers in case they don't know what the VIP page is. So number one, if you don't have a VIP page, you need to get a VIP page, because it is an amazing part of your business, and you get those important Poshers in there and they feed on each other and it creates a great environment there. Okay, I like the idea of hostess information. So like Tasha said, and I said again, you have the platter. You're authentically offering it up. You're saying her name. You're making it personal. Talk about the things you love, guys. If you know what you love about Posh, you will be able to and want to share that with them. Figure out your pick six. And hopefully one of those pick six is a part of your sample pack. And tell them, I am so ecstatic. I love this whole Lava Love scrub. It makes my face feel amazing. It exfoliates. It's helped my face so much. And I think I just love for you to try it. Would you be willing to give it a try? Or just take a few minutes and pamper yourself. I know you've been super busy. Would you be willing to do that? And they're going to come back and they're going to say yes or no. And you take the yes or no. If it's a yes, you say, great, let's get you connected to my VIP page. I'm going to get that packet out to you this week, and I'm going to follow up with you in a few days to make sure you don't have any questions. And if they say no, they say no. If they don't respond, maybe follow up with them one more time and say, a couple days later. But if not, you move on, you guys. Don't take it personally. Let's see. Judith, excitement is contagious, which is why it is so important for us to use all the products. Definitely. You should have your pick 6 and at least one of those items be in your sample pack. D, speaking of VIP groups, if someone asks to join, no mutual friends, no posh connections, do you automatically add them? I do not. My VIP page is people that have either been sample packers, that sounds bad, people that have requested and took samples from me or purchased and become loyal customers, or have been my hostesses or purchased. They're people that love posh. No one on that page has been there just to be there. I've had a few referred by friends, I must say that. So yeah, there are a few there that may not, but they step back and they ask questions and they've been engaged, and it's a great time for me to go through that list and say, Carrie hasn't bought in a long time. I should probably see if she wants to try the new fall winter stuff. It's a great place to go. My VIP is a little big. I think I'm up to like 400 people in my VIP, but I send out lots of sample packs and I have a high amount of reorder rate for my business. I mean, I do lots of parties, so you get 10 to 15 ladies in a party and they mark on their care card. They purchase and mark on the care card. They want to be a part of my VIP group. I'm going to add them, and those add up fast. Okay, I'm reading a few. Jackie said, do you suggest cleaning up my VIP page since when I started, you put everybody in there? I would. I think that's a perfect place to start, Jackie. Start on your VIP page if they're not a part of your 100 to 125 list, and go through there and, personally message those people, because if they haven't bought from you in a long, long time, maybe one, they need a reboot and to feel the new products, or two, maybe they're just not interested and they don't belong on your VIP page. So it's a great way to clean up your VIP page as you're going through and authentically messaging these people for their packets. So, I mean, there's no like magic to asking besides being personable, saying their name, being authentic, getting the words and saying them from your mouth, not someone else's copy and paste, because we've all gotten those messages. Be you, be authentic, and get the products out. So let's review 4 homework for day 4. Your homework, and I'll post the day 4. We're on day 4, right? Yeah. Day 4 graphic. I want you to start sharing your wording. Sharing your wording that you will use to get your sample packs out. Please continue to order your stuff for your pink packets and start getting those pink packets together, because I don't want you to message people until you have your pink packets ready to go and you can get them out within 48 hours. So it's your list of first 25 people you're going to message and creating and sharing the message that you are going to be authentic with. Before I let you go, There's a few more things I wanted to say. Let me see if I can find my page. I want to talk about day 5, and I have a few examples here. Do you guys want examples? Yeah, just a few examples. Okay. Day 5 tomorrow will be using social media to help stay connected with potential new team members. We kind of talked about that already today, but we are going to go a little bit more into social media, your VIP groups, and things like Instagram, not Facebook, blogging, those things to stay connected with your potentials, these people that you're sending sample packs out to. We started talking about it today, and we'll talk about it and review it again tomorrow, but we're going to really focus on social media. We're going a little long, so I'm going to just go through a few examples. Okay, here's one. Hi, let's see, let me pick a name. Judith. Hi, Judith. I was just dropping Ethan off at school and thought you and your son, Carrie, I don't know, son Perry, I don't know. I was just thinking about you and saw that he was going back to school. I'm totally taking advantage of my 3-hour break and pampering myself. I know you need something for yourself too. I'm sending out samples. Will you take a break and try them out? I'd love to hear what you think. Plus, I want to pamper you. Guys, we're a pampering brand. Don't make it too hard. I mean, there's lots of people out there that need to be pampered. I send Happy Mail all the time, and I follow up with Happy Mail, not because I want a sale, but I want to see what they thought. Did it make them feel better? Did it brighten their day? And you don't know where that's going to go. You provided the platter. They picked what they wanted to get from it, whether it's a nice day of pampering just to make them feel good, or they decide they fall in love and they want it. Okay, one more. Let's do one. Hi, Jackie. I've been watching your posts throughout the summer, and it looks like you had a lot of fun on all of your adventures. It's crazy to think that summer has ended and fall is here. Kids are back in school, and I know you're going to need a minute to pamper yourself. So it's a lead-in to talk about the products you love and the samples you would love to share with her to pamper herself. Does that make sense, you guys? I know it's kind of all over there, but I wanted to just give you a few examples. Again, they need to come from your head, your voice. They need to be authentic. And write out a few scenarios, you guys. It'll be easier than what you think, and you're not going to be pushy at all. You're offering, you're inviting, you're asking for permission. None of that is pushy. If someone asks for my permission to follow up with something I've tried, I'm going to be more willing to do that than if they just threw something at me. Invite me to try. And then we'll move on later on talking about closing the sale. You know, if they love the BFF, how are you going to lead that into when you follow up? They say, I loved the BFF. That's it. We are going to talk about that follow-up and how to turn that follow-up into a sale, into a hosting, or possibly an opportunity of a new potential. But tomorrow we'll be using social media to stay connected with potential new team members. I hope this helped. I thought it would be short. I talked a little longer than I thought I would. But, you know, share what your ideas of what you're going to say on the homework, and pick your 25 people that are going to be the first people to get your personalized, authentic message, and just post them on the homework. And I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. It will be again at noon Central Standard Time. I think we'll be good all this week at noon Central Standard Time. So we will see you tomorrow, and I look forward to checking out your message, your personalized messages. Thanks for joining me today, guys.